also know that the deep passes were a big point of emphasis for you going into this week. What types of things were the Rams doing that were making some of those connections more difficult for you downfield?
They did a good job preventing them. They kind of play a defense that makes it tough to hit them. They're not impossible to hit, but they're tight. And the guys did a good job running them. We had a couple shots, but in the end, didn't come up with any.
All right, we're going to go to Eric Hoffman.
Tom, you've come up with so many game-winning drives in the fourth quarter and overtime, Tom. So on a night like this, how disappointed are you in yourself?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's a good word, disappointed, and I have to do a better job. Absolutely.
Okay, we'll go to Rick Stroud.
Tom, are you surprised? I mean, you guys, I know against Carolina it's a different team, right? But you look so efficient. And then just the inconsistency at this point that you're having on offense.
Yeah, that was tonight was very inefficient. Did not a very good job there in the second half. Defense played great. Kept coming up with huge stops, getting us the ball back. And offensively, we just couldn't make the plays that were necessary to be efficient. And we had plenty of chances, so got to get them fixed.
We'll go to Sarah Walsh. Or we'll go to Joey Knight.
Every game is a playoff game at this stage. What would you say is your margin for error now going forward as a team?
Well, we got to get ready to play a great football team coming up. So it's, nothing's been great to this point. We've had some good wins, had some tough losses, and everything's about 1 week here in the NFL, and we're gonna have to go play really, really well against a great football team next week.
All right, we'll close out with one from Greg Allman.
I just want to ask you about the deep ball. It seems like going back maybe since the Raiders game, you guys have been able to get some DPI calls, absolutely, but just haven't connected on the deep balls the way you did in the first 4 or 5 games of the season. Is there something you'd point to for why that hasn't clicked as it did early on?
I'm going to study it. Again, we've had some chances, definitely, and receivers are doing a great job, and I got to get them the ball, so got to figure out how to do that. So thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tom.
Still trying to figure that out. I mean, at times we look really, really good, and then there are times when we obviously don't. I felt very, very comfortable in the 2-minute drive until that throw. But we made some plays, and obviously we didn't make enough in this ball game, offensive, defense, or special teams, to win.
Both interceptions, I mean, were they just poor throws? Nobody was really
the first one he got hit. He got hit. It looked like had Chris going right down the middle, and stepped up and just didn't get enough on it with the pressure. And the last one was just a misread of the coverage.
Thanks.
All right, next is Greg Allman.
Sorry, Bruce. Defensively, obviously Goff was able to complete a ton of passes. I think he hit 84% in the first half. You guys probably knew going in that you'd see a lot of Kupp and a lot of Woods. What allowed them to get open and complete passes as consistently as they did?
Yeah, I don't think he attempted one past 10 yards until the second half. But yeah, this good short passes, and then we didn't tackle Kupp very well. We did a very poor job of tackling him and letting him run after the catch. We addressed that at halftime. I thought we were much better in the second half.
Bruce, the pressure as well in terms of just not getting to the quarterback at all tonight.
Yeah, I think he didn't throw it. I mean, when he held on to it to throw it further down the field, we did a really good job. But that offense is designed to get it out quick, and they did a good job. And they hit us on that screen pass right before the half. That was big points.
Thanks, Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next is Jenna Lane.
Hey, Coach, I know that you have put a lot of effort into trying to fix some of these night game woes that you've experienced and everything. And it seemed like you got off to the faster start you wanted to tonight and everything, but you came up short. Can you just take us through how you're feeling and how the team's feeling right now?
Oh, everybody's disappointed. You know, we played a game that we just didn't make quite enough plays to win. Everybody's ready to play. I mean, we just played a good football team, and we didn't make enough plays to win. But nobody's heads down. We got a big one coming up next week, so we know where we stand, and next game's even bigger.
Thank you.
All right, next is Scott Reynolds.
Bruce, Leonard Fournette had 3 drops tonight. Ronald Jones had a drop. Is the running backs really hurting you in terms of not being reliable outlet passes or screen receivers for you guys?
Yeah, I'd had to look at Leonard's. A couple of them were not really good throws either, but I wouldn't consider Rojo had a drop. We threw the screen a little quick, but no, I don't think so whatsoever.
And then what type of injury did A.Q. Shipley suffer at the end of the game?
He just had a stinger, and looks like he's going to be okay.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go over to John Romano.
Bruce, as you said, their offense is designed for a short ball control passing game. They weren't able to run the ball at all, so why were they able to pass so well against you guys when you knew that was sort of what they were planning coming in?
Yeah, just guys hitting short, quick passes, and I thought we did a good job adjusting at halftime. We knew basically that's what they were going to do, and played a bunch of zone defense. And even when we were man, we got hit with a couple screens. But it was more tackling short passes in the first half, I thought, and I thought Todd made really good adjustments at halftime.
All right, next is Sarah Walsh. All right, we'll go over to Ira Kaufman.
Bruce, there were 100 passes between the two teams tonight. Is that something you kind of could have anticipated, Bruce, or just the way the game unfolded?
I think it was a little bit more, Ira, of how it unfolded. You know, we went with the intentions that we had 2 good drives where the run and the pass was mixed very well, and then other times it wasn't. And you know, when we took our shots, we missed them. We got 1 PI, but you know, those balls we got a hit, and but yeah, I think it was just one of those games where it led to that. They weren't going to run the ball, and again, throw it very quick, all those screens and little quick outs and stuff. So yeah, it was that type of ball game.
Thanks, Bruce.
All right, we have time for a couple more. We're going to go over to Rick Stroud.
Bruce, he's had some good games, Brady has, but at this point, I mean, what do you think is missing, particularly with the downfield throws? And would you consider, and I'm not trying to put this on one guy, but would you consider calling the plays yourself or doing something different with Byron or what?
Oh no, I thought he called a good ball game. We got to execute better. You know, when guys are open, we got to hit them, and we can't misread coverage. We got to protect a little bit better when we do have guys deep, and let him hit that guy instead of have that pressure that cost us an interception. Just as a collective, everybody's got to play better.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go over to Joey Knight for one, and then Greg Allman.
Coach, you've said at this stage of the season, every game's a playoff game. What's your margin for error like right now?
Very slim, very slim. This was a big one, and the next one's even bigger. So I think each and every one's going to be huge the whole rest of the way.